One thing we want today is we want some peace. What do we want? Peace. And what do we want it? Now.
Demonstrators gathered and marched through Portland today to remember George Floyd. Now, tomorrow marks 5 years since he was murdered by a police officer in Minneapolis, which started racial justice rallies across the country, including more than 100 consecutive nights of protests here in Portland. Here's Kylie Boshi.
Demonstrators have many of the same demands today that they had 5 years ago. They're calling for police accountability, racial justice, and the hope no one forgets George Floyd. Protesters marched peacefully through the streets of Portland. Their message?
Whose lives matter? Black lives matter! Whose lives matter? Black lives matter!
It's been 5 years since George Floyd was murdered, and to see folks still come out in support for him and still demanding change, it's a beautiful thing.
Demonstrators hope to reignite conversation about racial justice and accountability.
This is the time. There's too much chaos and division and violence happening in our country right now, and it's time for more bridges.
The rally comes 5 years after Minneapolis police killed George Floyd.
No justice, no peace.
His murder set off protests and riots across the country.
Regardless of color, regardless of ideology, there was a common recognition that we needed to address our history and the violence and oppression of black and brown bodies.
For more than 100 consecutive nights, people in Portland gathered and marched to protest police policies and call for racial justice. At times, they clashed with police and federal agents sent to Portland to quell the demonstrations. In June of 2020, thousands of demonstrators laid down on the Burnside Bridge in a powerful tribute to George Floyd. On Saturday, demonstrators revisited the iconic moment at the very same location. They stood in a circle, silent, for 9 minutes and 29 seconds. The same amount of time police knelt on George Floyd's neck, leading to his death.
George Floyd! Say his name! George Floyd!
In addition to police reform, demonstrators called on local leaders and businesses to create greater opportunities for Portland's black community. Kylie Boshi, KGW News.